Today we're about a month into the school year, and you're probably already stressing about what to put into your child's lunchbox. Now, if you're sick of bologna sandwiches or store-bought, prepackaged lunch meals, dietitian Kara Rosenblum has some ideas for you that are easy to make and will bring smiles to your kids' faces. Never mind that, this brings a smile to my face.
You could eat this lunchbox
because
too.
Lunchboxes are so fancy now.
Yeah, and they don't have to be. Yeah. The lunchbox looks fancy, but the food that's in it is really simple, easy to prepare recipes that you can do really quickly.
Okay, because when I was growing up, this is what my mom, I'm just going to call out my mom here, but 2 white pieces of bread and a hot dog sliced in half. I'm like, couldn't we just get a hot dog bun even? Yeah. And now you have to make sure, obviously, that there's fruits and vegetables and grains and all of that.
And what I like to recommend is same kind of plate model we talk about for adults, when you're having half of your plate with vegetables, a quarter from grains, especially whole grains, and a quarter from protein. Kid might not want to have salmon in their lunch, but we're using the same plate model to build healthy lunch boxes. You don't want to forget you need protein, vegetables, fruit, and grains.
Now here's the thing, is that you obviously are not supervising lunch the way you would dinner. Right. So how do you make sure that your kids are eating the food that you're packing for them?
One thing is to make it visually appealing. As you see here, kids like to eat colors. Studies show kids like at least 7 colors on a plate, so make it fun and give them foods they like. And parents are shying away from that, putting in foods that they want their kids to eat. Give your kids sandwiches, give your kids grains, fun crackers made out of whole grain pita, hummus dip, things like these are called pizzadillas. They're like a quesadilla pizza combination.
And those are actually, I make them at home. They're super easy to make.
Super easy to make. You can even do it the night before, and they're really good refrigerated. We've paired them here with a dip, but this is a tofu-based dip. So instead of being a store-bought dip that's high in sodium, this one is based on silken tofu with lots of different ranch-flavored herbs like the dill and the parsley and the chives.
Can you be my mom?
Make your lunches every day. Yeah, well, these are actually simple. They're all recipes on the Grain Farmers of Ontario website, goodineverygrain.ca. And we really want to get grains back into the kids' lunchbox because too many parents are taking them out.
Well, you're saying that, you know, of course, there's so many fad diets, and a lot of people are foregoing gluten, even though maybe they're not allergic to it. And generally speaking, adults try to stay away from carbs if they're trying to do a diet.
And too many people are trying to enforce fad diets onto their children, and you don't need to do that. And while gluten sensitivity is, of course, a real thing, and we know 1% of people do have celiac disease, others might have gluten sensitivity, but for the majority of us, gluten is safe to eat. And for kids, having grains in their lunchbox provides the carbs they need for energy, it fuels their learning, so there's no reason to eliminate carbs from the lunchbox. Kids need their grains.
Let's talk portion, because what I love about the new lunch boxes is that they're like bento boxes, and you actually it makes portioning the food very easy,
and it makes it easy to remember too that you need grains, protein, and vegetables and fruit. So there's 4 little portions, and you can remember all those things in each portion.
Wonderful, and you can find all of the recipes.
Yeah, they're goodineverygrain.ca, and for information about grains in general, go to somewhere that has good information, like the nonprofit Healthy Grains Institute, somewhere you can learn from.
Water, juice, what do you recommend?
I always recommend water, sipping all day at school. I don't recommend any other fluids at all in the school day. Just water is all kids need to get through the day.
And do you assemble all of this beforehand, the day before? Because I know that there's studies show that one of the most stressful times for parents is in the morning. Because you really have, you know, right now with my child, we're just breastfeeding, right? And so my husband will feed a little bit of cereal with some breast milk, and then you're done, you're good to go. The older they get, the more complicated it is.
Yeah, I would say it's a really good idea to have in your mind what you're going to prepare in the night before, and it eliminates the morning rush. So things like the pizzadillas, the tofu dip, the hummus, the crackers, they're made, they're in the fridge. You can use them for the next 4 days and put them in lunches. They're ready to go. And also have a go-to lunch for those mornings where you don't know what you're going to make. Always have that go-to. For me, whole wheat tortilla.
Good.
Nut butter and banana rolled, simple lunch.
Yeah, and get them in the habit of eating the same thing every day. It can't be different. You're not a cook. You're not a it's not a short order cook. Okay, Kara Rosenblum, registered dietitian. Give us the website again.
Yeah, goodineverygrain.ca for these recipes.
All right, parents, I hope that we have helped make your mornings maybe a little bit less stressful and give you some ideas. You're watching The Morning Show, everybody. We're going to take a quick break.